Hey, I'm Ryan Fowler. It's I-99-1. We're talking to quarterback Blake Barnett from the University of Alabama. Like, just talk about your role on this team throughout this season and sort of how you've adopted into that role of getting this team prepared and also being that quarterback if something happens that you're maybe also called in. The juggle of being that.
Don't post that, man.
Well, this year it was hard at first, but kind of understanding my role to be able to prepare the defense every week for our opponents. It wasn't easy, and it still isn't easy. Learning an offense on the fly and going against one of the best defenses in the nation. So I feel like it's definitely helped me improve. It improves my competition level and athleticism and quickness of the game. But I feel like I've improved a lot this year, and I'm looking forward to next year.
You ever develop any empathy for the opposing quarterback because you have a chance to go up against those guys every day, and you know how hard it is to slide a football in and try to have some success against this team?
Yeah, definitely. It's not an easy thing to do. It's especially with if you're with the scout team too, it makes it a little harder. But it is what it is. You kind of have to just go with it. And like I said, understanding your role, and that year or this year, that's been my role, and you just kind of have to make the best of it.
So, when you look at this football team and you look back at the success that they've had so far, what do you think is maybe the key? Is it attitude? Is it obviously it's talent? When you play at the University of Alabama, there's tons of talent. But what is it that's made this team so special this year?
I'd say leadership, attitude, and work ethic. Honestly, we're surrounded by a great group of seniors who lead the way for everyone else. And then, I believe we work harder possibly than anyone in the nation. As far as our meetings, practice, lifting, we really pride ourselves on that, and so I think all those key factors that really help us to be successful.
Like a lot of the leaders, the upperclassmen, have said, it's the younger guys that have bought in quicker. Was that something that you guys had talked about, of maybe some goals that you would like to be able to accomplish from the young guys coming in, as far as maybe the freshmen, the redshirt freshmen? Because they also go back and say the younger guys bought in quicker than maybe some of the previous classes.
I think that attests to both the young guys and the old guys. It says a lot for the old guys to say that about us. And then, it also shows that the guys coming in are, ready to play and ready to do the most they can to contribute to this team. So I think that has a lot to do with recruiting as well. Obviously we're getting some of the top guys, but we're getting the guys with the right mindset and the athleticism and all the attributes that we would want to have a successful team.
You had an eye-opening practice in the fall, and it was just throughout the fall camp. You had a really good fall camp. How much better are you right now at the end of December of 2015 than you were back in August?
I'd say I'm a lot better. Just being able to, going against the defense and getting adapted to the speed of the game and our offense. I feel like at the end of camp I had, just about the full understanding of our offense, and I couldn't say the same in the spring. So learning a lot and, being able to go against this defense and improve my overall game, it's definitely helped me.
Is that the biggest difference when you look at high school football? You played in a very talented state that had a lot of talent. Is it the speed that is the biggest difference, the jump between high school and college?
Speed and size. There's a huge difference. As far as offensive line, defensive line, even wide receivers, it's a big difference. I went from high school, my best wide receiver was 5'7", 145 pounds, and then biggest O-lineman was probably 6'4", 280 maybe, and those are just stats you don't see on this team. So it's a big change.
Thank you, Blake.